guys, what's up? It's me, Bang Banger, and yes, I'm in my comfy pose. I'm in my comfy pose because I want to talk about a little situation that came about yesterday that I knew was gonna happen someday, and I'm so, like, I'm not happy for it. Obviously, I'm not happy for it, but I think it's funny that it finally did come out, because forever I thought this, or at least for just quite some time I've thought this, and I was like, this has to be the case. And this situation is the Sophie J situation. This is kind of my reaction to the situation. I'm sure, I don't know if anyone's ever going to make a video about it, but I decided to because I just wanted to, you know, put out my thoughts on the process out there. I know it was like blown up on Twitter, and, you know, it was, the FIFA community was in uproar because they're like, oh my God, you know, they've never been catfished. FIFA community has never been catfished, although I am also a part of the Call of Duty community, and I've seen this happen multiple times, so that's the only reason I knew it was going to happen. What happened, if you don't know the story, if you don't even know who the Twitter account was, there was a Twitter account called, or with a girl called Sophie J. I'll put a picture of it up. And Sophie J came out of, like, I don't even know where she came from. I didn't really understand. In the middle of me, like, streaming and stuff, people would be like, you suck, you're worse than Sophie J. She's like a hotter girl gamer and she's better at FIFA. And I'm like, I'm cool. There's one more girl gamer and she's better than me. But I ended up following her on Twitter, and yeah, everybody followed her on Twitter. She had like 6,000 or 5,000 followers or something like that, and she got like flirted with daily. And, you know, that's fine. There's only 2 of us in the community, really, so, you know, if you don't flirt with me, you obviously got to flirt with her. And for a while, I thought it really was a girl. Like, I honestly thought it was a girl, and I was like, oh, well, let's play each other, you know? Like, let's do, like, a, I'll make an episode about it, and, you know, you can get on the mic, and we can, like, talk to each other and stuff, and, like, it never happened. Like, she would bring it up and say, like, let's do that, and it never happened. And so for a while, I started getting there, and I was like, look at all these guys. Like, she'd flirt with these guys and be like, let's go play clubs, guys. And I'm like, well, I imagine if she's playing clubs with dudes, then she's on the mic with them. It obviously must be a girl or whatever, but I started hitting my iffy moments, and that's when I first saw the TV show on MTV called Catfish. If you haven't seen it, it sounds really stupid, but it's funny. Oh, it's not funny. It kind of sucks for those people, but it's interesting because, like, these people fall in love online, like kind of people do on Xbox Live, without ever getting to see the other person. Some of them don't even talk to the other person, and they have these like 1 or 2 year relationships, and they fall in love. And I'm like, how is that me possibly? I've got to have like I've said, I have to have that person there. Like, I get like where I miss my significant other, and I can't just do that whole long distance thing. It just would not work. And that's why I'm not dating any FIFA YouTubers, for all of you who think that I am. But, so, like, I started watching the show, and I was like, oh my God, this could totally be Sophie J. Like, I've never heard her. She doesn't make YouTube videos. She has a YouTube, but there's no videos on it. And she doesn't stream. You know, if she's so good, why don't you know, you would get, like, famous real quick if you were that way. And not to mention her pictures weren't like the hottest pictures ever, but so I Google search imaged her picture one time, and it was like late at night probably, and I put it in the Google image search, which you can do on people's profiles. You can take their picture and you can just drag it onto Google image search, and it'll search and find like all these profiles that were made with that person, at least that picture. And a lot of time on Catfish, it's not even the same person. But with hers, I couldn't find a whole lot. I found like a MySpace, but I couldn't get into it. So I was just like, I really think this is probably a dude. Like, and they wrote stuff on there all the time, like, if I get so many likes, I'm gonna show my boobs and stuff, which I do that sometimes. And by the way, totally a girl. These are totally boobs. But I'm not Cal Freezy with a wig on. But I just knew, like at one point I just knew, and I didn't like bring anything up about it, because if it really was a girl and I made this like huge scene and she like made a YouTube video and was like, oh my God, Bang Banger, you stupid bitch, I'd have been like, oh God, you know, that's embarrassing. So I didn't bring it up at all, but all these guys flirted with her. All these dudes were like, yo, if we beat you, you're gonna send us nudes and all this stuff. And I'm probably 100% positive so many guys did send her nudes, and she probably sent like nudes of some fake person. He sent nudes of some fake person. But I'm going to show you a picture that I guess they ended up posting on their Twitter yesterday that totally gave it away. And I'm putting this picture up now. you can see, like, they're asking, like, what's going on with my computer screen or whatever, because there's obviously some coding going on there. That's really something that, like, you're not supposed to see. That's what your whole watermark on your PC is for, like, whenever it shows the Windows thing, is because all that stuff is registering and doing that stuff in the background, so you're not supposed to see that. Somehow, she saw it. He saw it. And if you can see in the background, you know, they took a quick image and then put it on Twitter. They didn't realize that they reflect in the dark screen, which is obvious. I always make sure of that, because if I'm ever taking a picture of, like, my TV, and, you know, sometimes I walk around my house topless a lot of the time because I just feel free. I like wearing bottom clothing because I don't like being nude. It's just not my thing. But topless, yes, I let it all hang out whenever I'm not in camera. So sometimes when I'm tweeting pictures, I'll be like, oh my god, I have to make sure my boobs aren't showing in this picture. And so, I guess they didn't realize that, and somebody noticed it instantly. I don't know who it was. I got the information way after it happened. I didn't even get to see the blow up on Twitter, but somebody noticed it and pointed it out, and Twitter community, FIFA community in uproar. Sophie J was totally a dude. It was like a guy with, like, short hair. Apparently the pictures that they've been putting up there are, like, probably their sister or something like that. And this dude has been getting you guys to e-flirt with her for, like, a year. FIFA community totally catfished, and I knew it. I knew it! I should have said something. I'm such an idiot. But I can't believe it. I didn't imagine that would happen, but I knew. There's been, like, 4 girls / guys that have done that in a community. There was, like, this one this one guy who for, like, a year was on Team Fear Females. And it was, like, supposed to be an Asian chick named, like, Hiroshima. That was terrible. Hiroshima or something. I don't remember her name. But Hiroshima is not a good one for that. That's, people in Japan hate us when we say Hiroshima. But, she, for a year, and, like, she said she was a mute. Don't ever believe that. Nobody, okay, there could be mute people that play the video game, but she said the reason why she couldn't make callouts in Call of Duty, which if you have a teammate, you have to make callouts in Call of Duty. There's just no way you can have somebody not do that. And so she said she was a mute, and then finally it came out that it ended up being like a gay black male or something like that. So it always happens, so do not ever believe this stuff on the internet. If you're doing, like, e-relationships and they're not calling you, they're not sending you any pictures besides, like, 1 or 2, like, I can go through and just post up pictures beyond pictures beyond pictures. You can go to my Facebook, I've got 1,000 friends or something like that, then you know that I'm real. Like, my family's on there. Obviously, that's why I don't add y'all on Facebook, because my family is on there, and I don't want y'all putting "get your tits out" on my Facebook wall. But it was just, that's just so stupid. I hate when people do that. It's ridiculous. They F with people, you know. Some people, they, like, actually talk them into sending pictures of themselves, and then they have all this, like, ammo on them. It's just rude, and you shouldn't do that. But, yeah, they deleted their freaking Twitter account. There's no more Sophie J. I'm the one! The lone female girl in this community. Get at me, bros. Now you gotta live with this. Live with this. There's real boobs. You can see them. You can see them. I know they're small. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Maybe one day I'll get a little boobie job. But anyway, that's it for this. Hopefully y'all enjoyed my little rant shenanigan on what I thought about the matter. Until next time. See this? See this chicken face? Ah! That was stupid. I don't know. I'm hyper right now. Get Fang Bang, nerds.